Right, yes, hi, welcome, here we go, video 2 on the Sinclair C5 remote control vehicles. So yeah, next up was basically these bodies. So what I did, I went on to Chat Gpt and I said to it, please create me a pop head using this image of Circle Life Sinclair. Did that, it came back with a really cool picture, which we'll see on this video. I then did a post on the Sinclair C5 forum and said, oh, could anybody like create this in a 3D printed file? And then Gary, yeah, thanks Gary. Gary came back to me and said, yeah, I can create that, no problem at all. So literally got back from holiday, did it on his computer, sent me the file, amazing, and that's it there. The file did have glasses on, but basically my printer, I print it on low quality setting, and it's just not good enough basically to do the tiny little glasses. So that's the glasses will be the next step. You can just sort of see the arms there. But yeah, trust me, it looks really cool. And bear in mind this is done from a 2D image, and it just looks really cool. And I think, and it's even got the marks there for the goatee. So when I come to paint it, and it's got the spectrum, I can sort of like hopefully do my best to sort of detail it, make it look a bit similar in terms of the style this one here does. So that's the plan. So thanks a lot, Gary, for that. That's really cool. So obviously I printed off a full size one, the same size as that, and I also printed off a separate head. Plus a little bit of neck, and this is of this one here. Now body wise, I wanted to have something sat in it. Now I know this is obviously a bit of bear in mind this is just for a laugh, and a guess as well. I just went on Thingiverse, found this one here called Hanny, lengthened it to this particular length, and then today I just cut his head off, cut the stand off. I then heated the body with a hot air gun in order to do my best to sort of bend it around, in a vise, to sort of bend it around so it's sitting here. It's really difficult actually to heat it, to do it, hence why it looks a bit crap. But remember, it's just for a laugh, that's all. And obviously I couldn't have the legs too long because obviously the servo's there, the battery's there, so the kind of legs kind of had to be about there. But obviously when I do the next version after this one, I can obviously refine it or get someone clever enough to do it and bend these legs for me properly so I can just print it off. That'd be the ideal scenario. Anyway, it looks pretty cool for a laugh, I then drilled out obviously the head here. I'll take him out. It's got a spring, got 2 springs now actually. But yeah, drilled out, put a spring in, job done. I then went on Thingiverse and found this helmet, which is pretty damn sweet. Measured it up to be an approximate size, and then just printed it off. That took about an hour. And then of course it didn't clear his ears obviously, and I wanted it sort of fit in quite nicely. So again, I just heated it up a bit on the edges, and then you honestly heat it out for about a minute, and then you can just basically just push it onto his head. And then I then just sort of held these edges on in the right position so I can get the helmet on and off now if I want to. But of course adding the extra weight of the helmet means I had to add in an additional spring on the inside of that spring. So I've now got 2 springs on there. Otherwise the one spring, it kind of just like wobble backwards because it's so heavy with extra plastic. But now it's cool. Obviously it needs securing in the seat, yeah, but this is just version 1, and I'd like to see something with the arms as well, but we shall see. But I like it. I think it's cool just for an additional bit of fun, that's all. And it sort of clips in like that. So yeah, anyway, that's I think that is looking pretty sweet, I reckon. So yeah, the next stage is just to work on this one. I'm going to cut off the base and try and heat this up a better technique for heating this up so I can not cock up the legs. I had to get his legs so hot. The helmet is fine, but these had to be so hot to make them bend. I think maybe because I used a lot of I think I used like 50% infill, and that's probably the reason. Whereas that I probably is just a lot thinner. So maybe I need to print another one of these off, but with a lot less infill, I'm not sure. But yes, another go, try and get the body shaped better, ready for this one here. And then print off another head to go on here. And then if I'm happy with it, I can then start to paint it. Remember, it's all just for a laugh, so I think that's pretty cool. And there we go, excellent. And also for this one here, I've also got the electronic speed controller coming, and I've got the receiver as well. So that means I can then wire this one here up. And this one here is the brushless version with the extra fast motor in it. So yeah, we'll just have a go at that on there just for a laugh, Cool, and there we go. Thanks all for watching. There we go, it's Clive's body, hopefully. Killed her.
driving.